Hello, 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 everybody. Apa kabar? Selamat datang. Welcome back once again and welcome to Virtually Peranakan Fest organized by Peranakan Sayang. My name is Alvin and I'll be your host. And I'm your host for this two-day virtual online festival featuring all things Peranakan. This program was created for all babas and nyonyas around the world and for those who love our culture. So you all can remember, reconnect, realize, rejoice, and reveal more about our Peranakan culture. Please comment and say hello if you're online. Hello, everybody around the world. So nice to see all of you. If you have any comments or you have any questions, please drop a comment, whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube. We'll be more than happy and we'll try our best because there's so many people watching the stream right now. It's a virtual Peranakan journey and discovery. So thank you very much for joining us. For this next session, we are going to present something that is very close to our hearts. Maybe more below, close to our stomach. We will be having a presentation about Peranakan food. It is about keeping Laok Embok Embok alive, keeping the dishes of our elders alive. We have with us a Peranakan chef who is very well known, and he also has a Peranakan cookbook to his name, which was launched exactly 3 years ago already. Wow, time flies, eh? Everybody, please welcome my friend. He is Baba Matt Tan. Hello, Ba.
Hello, Elvin. How are you on this Sunday?
Very good. So happy to see you. Thank you very much for joining us today. You would like to say hello to all our guests from around the world?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I hope you are
Ah,
having a good Sunday.
bagus. Okay, Matt. First
Yes.
question I'd like to ask you. You mentioned when we discussed about doing this show that we should title this show Keeping Laok Embok Embok Alive, right?
Yes.
What
Yes.
does that mean exactly?
Okay. Long ago, in my mother's time, my grandmother's time, we never used the word Peranakan food or Nyonya food. The term was Laok Embok Embok. The word Embok Embok itself comes from Mbak, which is an Indonesian word for a lady, elderly lady, and that is simply Laok Embok Embok. That means, translated, it will mean food cooked by the Nyonya. Yeah.
Right. So it is important that we know these terms because it's not just called Peranakan food, right? That
Yes.
I think there was a discussion on your Facebook Perut Rumah as well about this.
Yes. Yes. Because I think the term Peranakan food has eclipsed this old term so much that sometimes I think it's good that we look back into the roots of, of our cooking and the words that we use.
Yeah. So what to you does the word embok embok mean? Because I think not everybody remembers this word or uses this word. Like some of our friends already mentioned, ya lama tak dengar nama ni na embok embok. What does it embok embok mean to you?
Like I explained earlier, Embok actually would mean a female lady. It comes from the Indonesian word Mbak,
Mbak, yeah.
which would classify a middle-aged lady.
Right. I can imagine a group of middle-aged ladies all gathering together and then they are cooking in the kitchen, embok embok, or
Yeah.
they're gambling as well. Back in those days, kan?
Yeah, back
Yeah.
in those days.
Okay, so for this particular session that we have on our virtually Peranakan Fest, what will you be sharing with all our viewers from around the world?
Okay, we'll be talking a little bit about the state of the wet market here, specifically in Singapore.
Right.
And also we'll be talking about some of the recipes that are old. We all know, we all know bawang kepiting, we all know hipio soup, those festive dishes. But I think a lot of the old everyday dishes are not as widely known or might not be cooked as often.
Yes, that's right. We don't eat buah keluak every day. We
Yes.
don't eat bakwan kepiting every day. Only on special occasions that these are more more popular Peranakan dishes that
Yeah.
most people know.
Yeah.
Eaten only on festives or special occasion, then we have them lah. Not every day, kan? So today, is it right that you are sharing all more of the common dishes, the daily dishes that Peranakans partake in?
Yes. Yes. Betul. Just
Ah,
like what your mom cook for you.
man, correct.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I see
so
your
every time
face before.
So every time my mom cooks Peranakan food or food that's home cooked food, yeah, of
Yeah.
course, then I will feature it on my Facebook. So everybody lao nua, that everybody disturb me tau. They will say, you are too much tau. You are make me lao nua makan. I say,
Yeah.
no. I post this is to show appreciation to my mom that, she actually cooks for me.
Bilang nombor
Yeah.
telefon lah. Ah,
Yeah. Gua ada 2,000 friends Ada long queue.
kau tunggu.
Tunggu.
Ah,
Okay.
semua tak jatuh.
Yeah. So maybe you can share with us today about the types of things that you want to share, the Laok Embok. Yeah.
Okay. Everyday cooking is very, very simple. One of the first things that I would like to just talk a little bit about today is tempura. Ayam tempura. Tempura is actually from a Portuguese word, which actually would mean seasoning or condiments used in cooking. And tempura can be cooked. It's a very versatile dish where you can cook it with seafood, you can cook it with chicken, you can cook it with pork, and so on. Yeah. Of course, some people would cook tempura with vinegar. But if your family recipe is using vinegar, do give a try in using calamansi lime, because calamansi lime has got a little bit of sweetness, and it helps to enhance the dish. Yeah. So we will not go into too much detail about tempura, because I believe most of you would be able to cook this dish. We will go into now. The next thing we'll go into is about the local fish that we can find in the wet markets. Some of them nowadays are very, very rare. I don't know how many of you even can remember this fish. There's a
This one?
very ini ada lagu apa? You got sing and
Ikan keke mak iloy. Yeah, ikan keke.
Yes, and how do you call this fish in English? It is called pony fish.
What fish?
Pony, P-O-N-Y, kuda.
Oh, pony. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pony.
Pony fish. And this fish, usually what can you cook this fish with? You can cook ikan keke masak nanas.
That's right.
Yes, where
With pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple. Yes. The other fish that you can actually do with this is you can steam it.
Right.
You can steam the fish if it's very, very fresh, and it's very, very tasty. The meat is very, very soft. Yeah. Ikan keke is not very commonly found in the markets now. If you mau coba any recipe, you can go to Tekka market.
Got chance, huh?
Yes, got chance there. When you buy ikan keke, don't buy big pieces of ikan keke fish. Okay, you should go into the small or medium size. There
Right.
is where the sweetness is, and then the meat is very delicate.
So it's the smaller ones are more delicate and sweeter.
Yes.
Okay.
The next fish we will talk about is ikan chencharu. This
Chincharu.
is a favorite among a lot of Peranakan communities in Malacca and Singapore. Okay,
Right.
Chencharu is an oily fish. So
Oily,
yeah, it's an oily fish. If you open up the fish inside, the flesh is dark in color, and this, sometimes there's a smell to it. To get rid of the smell, you need to gosok kunyit inside.
Kunyit.
Kunyit,
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
kunyit powder. Okay, and then let it set, and then after that wash it away. Then you don't have that hammy smell.
Yeah lah, of course. Some fish got hammy smell,
Yes.
Very good.
What do you cook this fish with? You can bakar. Okay?
Bakar.
Then, wrap it in banana leaf, or wrap it in pandan leaves, or you can cook ikan sumbat chili.
Ah, that one. Okay, this is it, right?
Yes, yes.
I say, this looks delicious, man.
Yes. Uh, so this is a very, very firm favorite. The thing about this fish is that you cannot eat the skin.
Ah,
Okay?
is it too
Because
hard?
yeah, it's very, very hard. You would actually need to pull it off. This is also another fish that is rarely seen in the Singapore markets nowadays. Okay,
Mm.
you can see it in giant supermarket. And if the only other place that is quite common is Tekka Market.
You can also get it there. Is
Yes,
how
yes.
how how's your chances of getting it? Or sometimes ada, sometimes tak ada kah?
Okay. Usually, bila mau beli this fish, you need to buy pretty big pieces. You need to
Mm.
buy a big fish. Sometimes, if it's small, don't buy it because
Mm.
because you cannot eat the skin outside, right? The scale because
Right.
there's not much meat. So you at
Right.
least need to buy a decent large size fish. Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's good
Yeah,
advice.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So of
So
course, yeah, there's many kinds of fishes. Sometimes we substitute what we cannot find with something else, kan?
yes, yes. For this recipe, if you do not like, nowadays, kita na budak-budak,
Hmm.
a lot of the young people, they don't like to eat fish with bones.
Yeah,
Okay?
but all fish got bones, ah.
Yeah, but they prefer, the Western style where it's like a fish steak,
Filet, eh?
yeah, fillet. So
Hmm.
if you really want to cook this recipe and you don't have the time not to starve the fish, you can masak it using a fish steak like parang or no, sorry, not parang, tengiri. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you cook the spice paste separately and then you put it on top. Of course, it
Yeah.
will not be as nice as the stuffed version. Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
it
there's also the best option. You cannot suka-suka just take any fish and then you sumbat the sambal, kan?
yes, yes, you can use, okay, for this recipe, actually, you can try kembung, you can try sela or chencharu. These are the three main fishes, uh, depending on what you can get in the wet market.
Yeah, correct. So now we're talking about the availability of the types of fish that you can find. Even though you have the recipe for all these required ingredients, tapi tak ada at the market also, no point. So you find the next
Yes.
best option.
Yeah. So sometimes, like what I say, sometimes buat kawan, make friends with your fishmonger, and
Yeah.
sometimes tell them, no, you go market and tell them, can you bring in for me? Like nowadays, even ikan parang so hard to get. So usually I will pesan my fishmonger, and he
Yeah.
helps me to get it. So make friends with your fishmonger, and who knows, he will be able to bring in this fish for you, all
Yeah.
these fishes. Because if
But
you don't use this fish, it will disappear.
yeah, true.
Especially in the wet market, no, because you only see a certain kind of type of fish.
Yeah. One of the
Yeah.
things that I notice is very rarely seen is grago.
Grago, yes,
Yeah,
because
there's little shrimps. You
yes,
can't find it in the market in Singapore, at least. It's so hard to get it.
because it's seasonal. And the problem with grago nowadays is that a lot of the grago come from Vietnam. And then when
Vietnam.
Vietnam, they taruh ice dalam. So all the sweetness of the grago is gone. So
Right.
if you want to make chinchalo, you can forget it
Yeah.
because the grago is not fresh.
Right. I remember a time, this was probably in the 80s, the late 80s. I went to the Changi Beach in Singapore, and I just took a food cover, like a basket, kind of a lot of holes, those plastic food cover, and I just went into the sea, and I just scooped, and there's a lot of grango in the basket. It was so simple.
Yes, betul. That was the way of in Malacca, they have this net where it
Right.
is a bamboo pole, two bamboo poles, and they will dia jalan on
Dia
the
jalan, ambil.
the water, and then
Yeah.
they will scoop. Yeah.
Correct. Now, if you go Changi Beach, you go and try, ambil lah. Tak ada apa.
Nothing. Yeah. So
Yeah,
gravel, yes, yeah.
That's missing, eh?
That's missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else can you share with us? Other dishes?
Okay, maybe let's go into another rare dish which we call sayur kuah chai masak titik.
Sayur kuak chai,
Yeah,
Kuak
kuah
chai.
chai. Kuah chai
Ah,
is
ni
actually Chinese mustard green. Yeah, ini sayur.
Ah,
It's cooked with sweet potato, the orange colored sweet potato. Okay,
right.
ini kuah chai.
Mm.
There are two uses for it. No,
Mm-hmm.
you know, last time long ago bila kita semayang datuk,
Aha.
uh, when we burn our paper offering, this is
Right.
the vegetable that we
Right.
use to circle around the burning, so
Right.
that there's a significance of bikini barang where
Yeah.
you are like sending, because you're sending the paper money, right?
Right.
To do this is like nobody can take it when it's sent up there.
Right.
Yeah, and
So
then
this is commonly used during prayers sessions.
this is commonly used during the prayer session.
Okay.
Okay, but you can use this vegetable to masak.
Ah,
Okay,
okay. Masak apa?
you masak kuah chai masak titik lah, pakai rempah titik.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Ni
yeah, and it has prawns. So it is a very very tasty soup dish.
Right.
Yes.
With prawns and yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Looks delicious.
Maybe Baba, you like to show them the recipe that I wanted to share from the
Boleh.
book?
Okay. So everybody, what Baba Matt here is graciously sharing some recipe from his book. Yeah, he has a wonderful. Shall I show them the book first?
Yes, boleh.
Boleh.
Ah,
Okay. This is the book. It's called Daily Nyonya Dishes by Lloyd Matthew Tan. Laok Hari-Hari Heritage Recipe for
Yeah.
Everyday Meals. Where can people get this book, Ba?
Okay, this book, the easiest place to find this book would be at Kinokuniya.
Kinokuniya, Singapore?
Singapore, yes, or the Kinokuniya online shops. For
Okay.
Asia, you can get it at Kinokuniya also. Recently, Epigram online shop has started selling this book also. I'm very glad to know about it. Yeah.
So it is readily available online as well. If they search for it, they can order it online, kan?
Yes. And I think right now, if you are a Kinokuniya member, you boleh dapat 20% off, no?
Lagi discount lagi.
Yeah.
Bagus. And this book was launched 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly in November, not just a few days ago.
Correct.
Yeah.
So perfect timing to do this show.
Betul. Yes.
Exactly. That's wonderful. So how has the experience been for you doing a cookbook? Is this your first cookbook?
Yes, my first cookbook. Yes. Yeah.
So how's the experience putting this all together? I mean, surely it's from your experience from home.
Okay, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because you got to make sure that every recipe can work, and then you have to make sure you have to convert, because some of these old recipes from mommy time is like she would just use one thumb size,
Agak-agak.
methods, no. Even sometimes the thing is like RM5 na babi, $5.
Yeah,
So,
but what is $5 now today? Different.
So you need to do a little bit of conversion and
Measurements are all different,
yes, and for the cookbook, you need to give in grams. Then you need to give imperial. So this takes a lot of time.
Now, for those of you who are watching this show right now from around the world, hello everybody. If you got any questions for Baba Matt, please put it in the comments. We'll try, because there's over 300 people watching at this point in time. So we'll try our best to answer any of your questions. Now, Ba, I have this question to ask you, which is a little bit, I won't say sensitive, but it's a very common issue that every household will have a different version of a particular dish.
Yes. Okay.
This is true, correct?
Yes. I would say that it is very, very true, because some families do it differently because of preference. Ada orang tak suka certain ingredients or certain things, or they might like certain items to be in. So it is not clearly defined that it is wrong to say that it's wrong. You see, because Nyonya cooking is very much a home-based cuisine. Yeah. Yes.
Right. That's why sometimes when we go out, with friends or we visit friends' house, and then after makan, I say, no lah, don't really taste like my grandmother's cooking or don't really taste like my mother's cooking. So obviously there is a difference between the way or the preference that each family has. Like certain ingredients may be added to this dish, but in your home, they don't add to this dish.
Yes.
So we're not saying that one is salah ka, one is correct. Nobody is wrong, nobody is right. It's just a particular preference of that family. So jangan marah lah, people different cooking So don't criticize, just enjoy, appreciate the food lah.
Enjoy the food. Yes.
Correct. Okay, so now is the time that we can share the recipe. What is this recipe you want to share, Ba?
Okay, this is sayur kuah chai masak titik. It's a very old recipe. It's a vegetable recipe. Okay, if you look at it, it uses 600 grams of sayur kuah chai. Okay, uses prawns, and it to get that taste of sweetness, you actually use prawn stock. Okay, but my prawn stock is different Lu orang masak don't put the shell and rebus stuff hamis the bawang. What you need to do is you need to pan fry the prawns shell.
Pan fry the prawn. Okay.
When you pan fry the prawn shell until garing, put in a little bit of pepper, and then after that you would add in the stock, and then you at least need to boil this prawn stock. Let me see. You need to simmer for at least 1 hour. Okay, because you want to take out the sweetness from the prawns. So if you say you don't have time, all this can be done in advance. In cooking Nyonya cuisine, a lot of people say, "Alamak, mana kerja, too much work. All this I don't want."
Yeah.
Think about it. Make preparations. You can prepare rempah in advance. You can prepare the prawn stock in advance, and everything can be frozen. Okay, and on the day when you want to eat, then you assemble it all together. Okay, that is how you cut and save your time.
Right. This is called planning, management.
Planning, yes. Yeah.
So shall we show the other part of it?
Yes. Okay. In the spice space, everything is you need to pound. Okay. Why there is so much bawang merah is so that the dish will be sweet. Okay, there will be sweetness from the bawang merah. Okay, you need to tumis this. Tumis this with the belacan and everything sampai wangi, or what we say pecah minyak.
Okay.
And then after that, put in your prawns. Okay, fry your prawns, remove your prawns, then put in your prawn stock. Put in your prawn stock. You can lepas let me see. You can lepas the sayur, the sweet potato first, and then after that the sayur. Then towards the end of the cooking stage, then you let go in the prawns again, so you don't overcook the prawns. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. And once again, everybody, you can find a lot more of these dishes in Matt's book, Daily Nyonya Dishes. But we've got a lot of questions. Maybe you can attempt to answer. Kawani, Ba Christopher, I noticed that there are two styles of making masak titik. Do you tumis the rempah first and then pour in the stock, or do you pour in the rempah without tumis into the soup?
Okay, there are two ways of cooking masak titik. One of it is the boiling method, which is used for buah payah masak titik. Okay, where you actually just raw. From the raw stage, you put it into the stock and you boil. You must boil, okay? Sampai dia naik berbusa until there are bubbles coming up, and you got to watch your pot because when the rempah boils, it can overflow the pot. Okay,
Right.
so you need when you boil, you are actually like cooking the rempah. Then there's another method of cooking masak titik rempah where you tumis, okay, where you pan fry until it's fragrant. This method is actually also used for a lot of our everyday Nyonya vegetable dishes. Okay, you can do kangkong, cha masak titik, you can do terung masak titik, all this. Yes.
Okay. We have another question for you.
Yeah.
How long did you take to write your book, Ba Matthew, from Gate Kim?
Okay, Gate Kim. It took me at least if I really thought that okay, we started. I had this idea of writing this book. It would be like 15 years ago before my dad's passing. But it came all together like around two or 3 years to finish the whole book. Yeah.
Okay, that's good info. Our friend Peter says he loves your cookbook. Your book is very precise in its descriptions and also for each recipe. Now bagus So you see people are just okay, that's our friend Linda. She's in Australia. Dia cakap would love to get a book, but apparently Kinokuniya Australia tak ada. Any suggestion how to get?
Okay, you can get it from Kinokuniya Singapore online shop. I've actually spoken to my publisher. We do have some problems about putting this book out into Australia at presently. So the best bet would be through the Singapore Kinokuniya online shop. Yeah.
Okay, so that's good information. Next question. Matt, have you heard about the old dish that you put a piece of the belly pork covered with garu and salt for 1 week? Then you grill it. The prawns and salt seem to preserve the pork in room temperature. Is that true?
No. I've not heard of this dish. No, I've not heard of this dish.
You've not heard of it?
There are a lot of dishes. But then sometimes sometimes you need to get the old ladies to share. If they are not willing to share, it will disappear actually.
Okay. Next question. Is perut ikan more aligned to Penang Baba?
It is 100% Penang.
100%?
100%. Because Singapore, we don't cook perut ikan. Perut ikan, the preserved fish stomach is not even available in Singapore.
So it's hard to get it. Like you mentioned earlier on, you cannot get it, so you don't really use it, right?
You need to, I think you need to go to the Penang wet market and buy it. They come in bottles.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
I
talking
have relatives there.
Yeah, talking about Penang, easy to find in Penang. Stuff the fish with sambal with lots of onions and deep fry it. Very popular dish, cakap Stephanie.
Yes. I think in Malaysia, some of these dishes are very easily and commonly found. But in Singapore, it's very hard to say nowadays.
Just now you were talking about making friends with the fishmonger, kan? So kawan kita Abby cakap my friend and hubby are fish wholesaler. Wholesaler. So definitely can get all the good fish lah, Abby. We all go to Melaka, kan?
Itulah, but you are in Melaka, I'm in Singapore.
Okay, this one from our friend Noreen. My mother just told me this pantun. Ikan cincaru, ikan gulama, dapat kawan baru. Buang, I think it's buang, Buang kawan lama. Okay.
Kawan lama.
Or is it bang kawan lama? That will be a totally different meaning altogether.
Thank you, Noreen, for the pantun.
Thank you. I don't think it's buang lah. Not nice lah, kau. I don't know. We shall find out. Update. And this one, ikan goreng chili garam is an appetizer.
Yes, you can find this in daily Nyonya dishes. There are a lot of starfish recipes in daily Nyonya dishes.
Okay. One more comment from Bar Christopher. He says that ikan cencaru goreng sambal, we call it hu chi rumpah in Penang.
Baba Christopher is an expert in Penang.
Yeah, that's right. Must be right lah.
I'm not too sure about this term.
Yes, correct. Okay, this one from our kawan Margaret. Can you tell us about sinting used to get from Malacca, made from remis?
No,
to prepare?
Sinting is actually not made from remis, no. Sinting is actually, if you remember, Margaret, you know window pane shell? Or the Filipino people, the capiz shell. Where last time, I think in the 1970s, 1950s maybe, capiz shell was very, very popular. There were a lot of light textures using that clear shell. That is sinting.
Right.
Okay, I think in Malaysia it's very hard to find sinting nowadays also. Yeah. The sinting, the most famous recipe about sinting will be asam sinting, which is the preserved. It's a bit like chinchalo. It's preserved in a bottle where they take out the sinting and then they add in salt to preserve it. Yeah.
Okay, earlier on we were talking about each family having their own preferences and styles. So our kawan Sylvia cakap tempura telur goreng and spam. Spam is my comfort food. My popo sayang used to cook for me, you see? Everybody got their own version, right? What do you think?
Betul. My dad likes to eat tempura telur goreng for his breakfast last time.
For his breakfast?
He was living, my dad was what you call a pentang. He needs rice. So his mother would prepare tempura telur goreng for him every morning and his brother. Interestingly, you mentioned spam. One of my cousins in Malaysia shared with me luncheon meat tempura.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes.
Okay, our friends, there are many friends from Penang who are all saying, yes, of course, perut ikan very Penang. And they even tell you where to get it, Jackie cakap, Chow Rasta, and then pickled perut ikan in Pulau Tikus Market. Wow, these are all the information. If you're in Penang, you can get all these things. Now, this one is an interesting question. We're running out of time, but just a few more comments and questions. If you have only 15 minutes, what would you cook for a delicious meal?
What would
Jangan cakap Maggi mee,
Tak dah lah, bukan Maggi mee. Okay, it would be something only 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
It would be
Masak apa?
Tempura lah.
Boleh
Because tempura is very, very fast. Ingredients available. In the house, everything got chili and bawang besar.
Okay. So that would be your choice,
Yeah.
And Abby cakap, Melaka also don't have perut ikan. First time I tried was Peter Yo brought me to dine in a Peranakan restaurant in Penang. So it's obviously a very Penang thing lah.
Itulah Abby, you homia.
Abby.
I've not eaten perut ikan for a very long time.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I think that's all the time we have for this session together with our kawan, Matthew. Thank you so much, Ba, for sharing with us all this wonderful information about all your makan-makan, all the lauk-lauk. And of course, we'd like to thank everybody for all your comments and joining us in this session. I hope you had fun. For those of you who want to see the ingredients that we shared just now, I will be putting it in the comments in our Facebook page so that you can refer to it, or you can save the image so that you can try the dish that Matthew Tan has provided in the recipe lah, just for all of you kan. Thank you very much, Matt. So everybody stay tuned because this is the end of this session. But coming up next is very interesting because we will be going to Penang for some wonderful entertainment. So make sure you join us in the next link that is starting at 3 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, so thank you again, Matt. Thank you, Kamsia, so much, and thank you everybody for joining us. This once again is virtually Peranakan Fest, brought to you by Peranakan Sayang. Thank you everybody. Bye bye. Kamsia everybody. Bye.